Yeah, we find her, the beautiful girl we've been missing. We wanna have her kissing. We find her, now we in love. Say go so, the remix.
DMB, Tuck Spice, remix.
Now if I had to lose you like a bad phone connection, I'd change my game to get a better reception. Sit back, let's start this interaction. Don't fight the feelings, just a chain reaction. Your heart won't give you the wrong instructions. Like my GPS, yes, I got the right direction. We gotta merge together like a road intersection. Last stop is gonna be my love and affection. I ain't like the mother dudes, they wanna call you shorty, but I'ma call you a beautiful girl. I took your picture home, my mama saw it, she's a very, very beautiful girl. I wanna put you in my video, cause you're so beautiful. You're a beautiful girl. So when you hear us on your radio, turn up your stereo. It's beautiful girl.
Gotta find a shorty, what's worth of a lady. It's nice but maybe doesn't look like 40. It's taking a little time. I wasn't seeing no signs, any traces of my baby. Who's gonna be my baby? But I thought I'm gonna take my time. Within took a little fine eye. I saw a shorty passing by. She's got this very pretty smile. It was right at the bus station. I tried to make a conversation, holding her arms, feeling so charmed. I felt the sensation. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Now I realize I found me a beautiful girl. She's a model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it by. Beautiful girl, sparkling eyes, a killing thigh. I found me a beautiful girl.
My wish came true when I saw you, girl. God must have blessed me with your beauty, girl. Looking so right from your head to your toe. Shaped like a coke bottle with a smile of a queen. My queen to be, you my destiny. Got a body of a goddess with your beauty. I'm impressed and I'm never in distress. Come on over and be mine. Been searching for a man and now all the cats keep looking to mine. With a sexy walk and a sexy talk, she must be from a planet called the sexy world. I know I ain't tripping, better yet I'm thinking put a ring on the finger, we look good together. Take your place in my heart with your beauty. I'ma say that I'll never turn away. Who would think I'm in love?
Such the way she smiles at me just really makes me weak. The way she speaks to me just really make me go so weak. Keep staring in her eyebrows. All I kept on saying is wow. Your beauty shines and breeze at night. All I really want in my life. Oh yeah. It's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl, sparkling eyes, killing thigh. I found me a beautiful girl. Yeah, beautiful girl, what beautiful girl, yeah. Beautiful girl.
Damn. Money. You seen her? Hot Ice. Have you seen her? LP. Have you seen her? I'ma go over to Tux Bites. I know you've probably seen her. He has a lot of beautiful girls with him. Tux, it's DMB, baby. Look,
Beautiful.
I look for a while, but I can't seem to find a beautiful girl so I can make her mine. Time after time, I've been searching for a while, but every girl I meet never seems worthwhile. What can I do? I pray to God for an answer. I feel pains in my heart like cancer, and when I find her, I'm gonna romance her. Lace up with presents and gifts, call me Santa Claus. I make a heartbeat pause. That's my girl, homeboy, not yours. The girl of my dreams, she's more than I ever thought. Show me ass and culture, I think I'm getting punked. She's what I really want, so I'ma go get her. Since I'm a go getter, you know I'm gon' get her. And I will give her the world, anything for my beautiful girl.
Psych. Ooh, it's been a while that I've been trying to find a beautiful girl. Fine brown eyes. I found me a beautiful girl. She's my model, she's so fine. I just wanna take it. Beautiful girl, sparkling eyes, killing thigh.
touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
Man of prestige. Ha! Now this guy win. Now you win. Now you win today. Now you win. Now you win. I agree. Man of prestige. Now man you be.
I'm sure some people will be jealous now the way I talk about Ola. But I have learned a lot from him. That's why I keep telling you to follow him. If you don't follow Man of Prestige, now you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Ola, coming to you live from my Empire Pro Studios. How on a day? I hope you can hear me loud and clear. We're looking good on this end. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified before we go live. Let me shout out my personal person real quick. Chidima, welcome. Good to see you. Hit the like button right now. Okay, she said I am not a coconut something. Hit the like button right now as you're coming in. Shout out to everybody. Let's ping everybody else into the room. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Shout out to Babes Wins is here. Shout out to you. Welcome back. All right. So we do have a fantastic session today. It's happy hour. Yes, Prestige happy hour. Hit the like button. Oh, did I say that already? Hit the like button. And shout out to my sponsors: More Fresh, Life with Natu, Adesua, Film Girl, Open Floor by Tima, Gores Corner, D Love 3000, Yes TV. All right, Chidima, Sparkleberry, Mary. Shout out to Mary Fatona. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You can support this platform. Right now we're past our goal for the month, but you know it's all useful. We have slow months, we have fast months, we have. It doesn't matter. We're all moving in the same direction. We're growing, okay? And it all goes a long way. Even if it's just as simple as a like button, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. Right now we're up to $267 this month. Our goal is $250. And that's up from $246 last time. I want to say shout out to all the sponsors. You can sponsor any given show like this one for as low as 99 cents. And by the way, yes, you can also use any of this resource to donate to the platform. Super Chat, Cash App, $, Man of Prestige, Zelle, and PayPal. Our email address, which is ask@manofprestige.com. You can use that same email address to inquire for private coaching. Yes, my wife and I, we are life, relationship, and marriage coach. And yes, you can request for. We do have a what do you call it? As part of our promo right now, we do have a complimentary coaching session going on. So you can, it's free. You can book one by simply sending an email to ask@manofprestige.com, and you can also send a WhatsApp text message to this phone number +1 732 305 8577. Yes, we do, you know, generic life coaching, but when it comes to relationship, we pretty much focus on helping people that are marriage minded, regardless of what their present status is. All right. Now, on this show right here, this Prestige Happy Hour, what we do is we extract life and relationship lessons from trendy topics, and we attack them from a self-power, social seduction, attraction, emotional intelligence standpoint. So what that means is that I will moderate so that we don't dwell too much on right and wrong. What I want you to pay attention to is empowering yourself, knowing fully well that life is not fair, knowing fully well that life is vicious. It's a cold world, but in spite of all of that, you can still live your best life, right? That's what this is all about. So hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. You can also join the backstage at whatsapp.manofprestige.com. That's where we pretty much continue the conversations after this live shows. So yeah, I wanted to do some quick house rules. So hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. I see that Becky Cole is here. Hello, Becky Cole. I see Marriott is here. She said, I'm a coconut something. Hi, everyone. Welcome, Marriott. Shout out to you. All right, don't be a coconut something, okay? Just eat coconut. Coconut. I love coconut, by the way. I don't know if you guys picked that up, that I love coconuts. Okay. All right. with that being said, we have a fantastic session lined up for you today. We're going to catch some cruise. We're going to learn some lessons. Yes, we're using trendy topics, meaning celebrities and stuff like that, but these are real life lessons. So please pay attention beyond just catching cruise. Please, 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 please. I beg of you. Please. Please pay attention beyond just catching cruise, okay? All right. Without any further ado, let's get the show started. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. I'll be right back. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com. All right, welcome back. So I'm gonna play this video. Let's warm up a little bit. Let's warm up before we get into the full story on AY comedian and MABEL MAKUN. I mean, we've covered this in the past, but there's some catch up we want to do, and let's listen to this and then we'll take it from there. Shout out to Beyond Braids, Jum, welcome, and Uncle Patrick, welcome. Let's listen to this and let's see if we can extract something out of this, okay?
I don't know why men approach me with the wrongest manner of approach ever. I just don't know why. Like, the men that approach me, the approach they use is usually like a turn off. I don't know. So I went to the restaurant to buy takeaway food. After buying, I came out. I was about entering my car when this man came out of the restaurant and said, "Excuse me, can I talk to you?" I said, "Yeah, why not? Come." He came. The first thing he said was, "I don't want to talk too much. Just give me your number." I'm like, "Excuse me?" He already brought out his phone, put his phone on the keypad, you know, that keypad mode that you just type your number. Like, he was so sure that I was going to give him my number with that approach. I told him, "Excuse me, I don't like your approach." He did not even say, "Oh, good morning, my name is this, what is your name, I like you, can we be friends?" You're already coming to me with, "You don't want to talk too much." When I said that, he was like, "That's sorry," that he was on the call with his sister in UK. He had to end the call to come talk to me. Like, you guys should. I'm an educated, respectful and cultured lady. You guys should do better when approaching me and when approaching a lady. There's a difference between a lady and a girl. I'm a lady, I'm not a girl. So probably girls, there are some girls that give men numbers on with such approach, because if he has not done it before and it went well for him, he wouldn't do it a second time. Ladies, we need to know our words. We need to know our words. Place your standard and do not even compromise your standard for anything. The approach was so bad. Like, you guys should please do better. Men, do better when approaching a lady, and be able to differentiate between a lady and a girl when you're approaching them, okay? I don't know why men are.
All right, let's talk about it. Manner of approach. Manner of approach. Tia said that was rude. What was rude? The way she was approached, the manner of approach. It was rude. So she's an educated lady. Keep your standard. So let's talk about it. I just, you know, I want us to pay attention here for a second, okay? But I want to read some of the comments. I'm sure the comments will be interesting. Let me see. Did I say anything there? No, I didn't. Good. All right. So someone said, "Thank you, King Tunde, for posting my video." Okay, that's actually her. Okay, I guess. Okay, so what is she, an influencer or something? Let's see. Manner of approach. Okay, she's an influencer. Let's see. Personality, alpha female. She's an alpha female. Okay, Atimborobo, dear. She's an alpha female. Okay. She said, thank you, King Tunde, for posting my video, but that video was a genuine worry and not for clout's sake. No matter our age as a lady, we deserve some courtesy and respect. Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. So, ladies, do me a favor. If you guys can think of some kind of inappropriate pickup lines, this would be a perfect time to put it in the chat. I would like to review, okay? Because men are also listening. If there's anything you've considered to be inappropriate line that you've received before, let me know what that looks like so that maybe some of our brothers can learn from this, okay? Let's see here. So somebody said when you get to menopause junction, you understand the difference between June and July. What? I'm lost. Anyway, somebody said you would have just given him the number at least. Yes, he used a bad approach, but you don't know if he has good intentions towards you. Lubaton, good intentions. Straight in the butter. Not the good intentions. Are you kidding me right now? With time, you will know if he's worth your time or not. Lastly, there are gentlemen that will show you shege banza at the end of the day. Okay, so this is how some people process. They say, hey, because you never know if they're a gentleman. Okay, never mind how they show it now. Just give them your number just in case.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Good intentions. So you don't want to find out later on if somebody has good intentions. Like, relax, drink some water. You might never know. They might just have good intentions, right? Beyond Brace says beyond approach and good intentions doesn't go together. Bad approach and good intentions does not go together. Gentlemen will be gentle in their approach. Okay, all right. Boncha says she's right. The approach was rude and condescending. Yeah. I think the approach was. I don't want to waste too much time. Just give me your number. I'm finding my other phone. I'm looking for my other phone. I can't find it. Just put your number here. Yeah. She says you need to always put your best foot forward because first impressions gives a long-lasting impression. Absolutely. So would she have given him the number? Marriott is going where I'm going already. Marriott, slow down, relax. I feel like you know where I'm going with this, but wait now, relax. Let's just read all of this first. Yep. Marriott says it was rude, but she's dragging it. She's offended, and I understand, but the chest thumping over a quick chat is not necessary, in my opinion. Right? And she felt the need to do extra shalaye under Tunde Ednot's page. She said, but that video was a genuine worry and not for clout chase or clout's sake. No matter our age as a lady, we deserve some courtesy and respect. All right. Let me see. Hold on 1 second here. Somebody said that's a lie. When a man says hi, your reply determines how he will approach you afterwards. Okay, let's see where this one is going. Don't be too proud. I can see you are driving, and I can tell the kind of man you want. Ouch, Lobato. If it's not the type you want, your response when he says hi will automatically turn him off. But for it not to seem like he's scared of you, he just had to say something by channeling it to your phone number. Stop being proud. There's no time.
Jesus is Lord.
She's like, who the hell do you think you are, Nico? All right. Inappropriate lines. Okay, pickup lines. Pickup lines are overrated in general. They're overrated. Gentlemen, listen to me clearly. All these ladies yanning up pata right now in this chat right now, don't listen to them. It's nonsense for the most part. Okay. Wait, Ola, what do you mean? Wait, relax, drink water, wait. Pretend like you didn't hear what I'm saying right now, okay? Of course it matters, okay? Of course it matters. But I want to play the video again. I think there's something I missed here, okay? Hold on one second.
Approach me with the wrongest manner of approach ever.
She actually said the wrongest, not the wrong manner of approach. She said the wrongest. Essentially, she's exaggerating whatever she's trying to say, right? And there's a caption here that says, or could they be intimidated by my appearance? Hence the flopping and fidgeting. Maybe not, right? But she said the wrongest. Wrong approach is wrong approach. It was the wrongest. Okay, I get it. It's the extreme wrongest. Let's keep going.
I just don't know why. Like, the men that approach me.
She doesn't know why. But she's also acknowledged that the men, hey Shade, welcome. The men that approaches her. No, the men that approach her. The men that approach her, right? Let's keep going.
The approach they use is usually like a turn off. I don't know.
The approach they use, the men that approach her, at least she's acknowledges the men that approach her, right? She's not saying about every other man or the one that approach you. She said the approach is usually, that's another extra adjective. Usually, I mean, is that adjective or adverb? I'm not sure. But she's making a point, she's stressing the point here, right?
So I went to a restaurant to buy takeaway food. After buying, I came out.
The men are like, you went to buy a takeaway food. How come you're not cooking? Okay, that's not the topic. Let's keep going.
I was about entering my car when this man came out of the restaurant and said, "Excuse me, can I talk to you?" I said, "Yeah, why not? Come."
Okay, so yeah, why not? Yeah, come. Now, maybe she's just paraphrasing. Maybe that's not exactly what she said. But already, yeah, why not? That's all extra. That's all. If I say, "Can I talk to you?" and say, "Yeah, why not?" What do you mean, why not? Can I talk to you? Yes, hi. Relax. What do you mean, yeah, why not? What's the extra why not for? Now, again, I'm nitpicking her words. Maybe that's not exactly how she said it. Okay. But if that's exactly, yeah, why not? It's already, to me, correct me if I'm wrong, that sounds like somebody's already on some kind of defense, or they are extra welcoming. It's something extra about it. Why is it so extra? Yeah, why not? I didn't say there was a not. I just said, can I speak to you? Yes, hi. Right? Yes. Ewoniti, why not? She said, why not means sure, Ola. That's all. Well, I'm sure that's what it means on paper, right? But then, can somebody receive that as, whoa, I'm just trying to talk to you? Is it possible? Right? Can that be accompanied with certain type of, right? Can he interpret it as that, right? It's a little bit edgy, you know? It's a little bit edgy. Yeah, why not? It's olunyu or pregnant. It's pregnant. Like, what do you mean, why not? There's something I'm trying to say. I can't figure it out. But that why not was a little bit too extra. All right, it's a bit too extra, in my opinion. All right. I see somebody greeting Uncle Beno. For some reason, I can't see him. Is he here? Uncle Beno heard that he's reducing her wife material by the second. Anyway. That's a yes or not question, not why not. The why not is a little extra. Pay attention to small things like this. You know? Yes, hi. Okay? Yes, hi. Just keep it, yes, hi. Why not is pregnant. There's something I'm trying to say. I can't pick it up. What do you mean, why not? Shade says pickup lines are ras. Pickup lines like, your legs must be tired. What do you mean? Because you've been running through my mind all day long. So I was like, that's corny. Or last, don't do that again, please. Why not means no problem. I'd rather, yes, sure. Yes, sure. I'd rather something a little bit more, I don't know, that why not is a little condescending. just as much as the guy's pickup line was condescending too. Let's keep going. Hold on.
He came. The first thing he said was I don't want to talk too much.
I feel like that's a response to the why not. It's inappropriate. It's just as inappropriate, right? But the why not is a little bit... It's too masculine. Sorry, I had to say it. Okay, it's too masculine. Like you're trying to control the whole thing. And if you're lucky enough to find a very weak guy, he's probably just going to feel intimidated already and just like, okay, just give me your number. Let me just shoot my shot and just say it and let's get it over with. Like everybody is now, their guards are up essentially, right? Now that may not be your intentions by saying why not. It also depends on how it's said, right? So it's not just the words, it's also how it is said, you know. But I'm just saying in general, why not for somebody who might be trying to, you know, to ask for your hand in marriage. And no, I'm kidding. But basically to ask for your number, why not a little extra? Just say yes, hi. It sounds like you're already on some kind of defense already if you would use that line. Yes, sure. It's the same exact meaning, but they carry different type of energy, right? All right, so that's what I think this person is trying to say. That's a lie. When a man, now I wouldn't generalize and say that's exactly what she's trying to do, but I'm just saying be careful with that, right? That's a lie. When a man says hi, your reply determines how he will approach you afterwards. So like I was saying, if you say yes, why not? That's I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Maybe I'm a little off, okay? Don't be too proud. I wouldn't say she's proud, okay? She might just, maybe because she can also claim the same thing. Maybe the way maybe you're too aggressive. Maybe she was kind of caught off guard, right? Somebody can say yes, why not, if they're caught off guard a little bit. So it's also your responsibility to help them get at ease. Like, yeah, hi. Nice to meet you. Do you come around here a lot, right? I'm new in the area, you know. That's a line. That's a line. I'm new to, not you're new in the area. You know, whatever it is, ultimately, the reason why I said, gentlemen listening to me, don't go too much by what she says or what she thinks is a good pickup line, okay? If she doesn't like you, all the pickup lines will probably be wrong. No matter how perfect the pickup line is, they will probably all be wrong, okay? If she really likes you, she's going to give you a lot of pass. She will let you make a lot of mistakes. You're interpreting as a lady. Ola is interpreting as a man. Thank you, Chidima. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm sure she didn't say why not. This is storytelling. Okay, hopefully she didn't say why not, because that why not is a little extra. She probably attracts such men due to her alpha energy, as she claims on her bio. Beyond Braids with me. This is a self-proclaimed alpha female. No, check it out, okay? She's definitely an alpha female. She got 5,000 followers, okay? And now, there's nothing wrong with alpha female per se, but it depends on what you mean. What do you mean by alpha female? She said personality, alpha female. Elaborate. I'm a liberal. Okay. 5N, Ola. Is that her name? No. I think so. Olaido. Uzoma Olaido. Oh, okay. Interesting. Isn't that interesting? Emo. These are your emo people. Igbo emo people. And guess what? She's an actress, private jet, flight attendant. Okay, all of this sound quite alpha. Okay. Let me see this video right here.
You never had a pretty girl from Joe.
All right, there's a lot of alpha activities going on here. That's fine. But anyway, yes, I'm nitpicking it, but I'm trying to extract a good lesson out of this. Let's see here. That's a player's line, aka I want to enter your backyard. All right, which one is I am coconut something? Black Diamond, welcome. Chidima says me, I'm omega female. No baton. MOP, you're beating a metaphor to death, please. I know I was doing that. Okay, I see your point, MOP. If she said that, which point did I say myself? No, I'm just trying to say. You guys pay attention to certain things like this, you know. Yes, why not? It's not as soft as yes, sure. It's not as soft as yes, hi. It's not as soft as elembenwo. Right? It's not that soft. Why not? It's like It's like, why? It carries almost the same energy as like, okay, why? Right? And if I were that guy, I might even say, okay, maybe she's not interested already, right? And I generally would not say, for me personally, I don't like the line, can I talk to you? I don't like that line at all. That line is, I don't know how to describe it. I'll talk about that another day. That's for the men. I don't like the line, can I talk to you? Why not implies you're not her spec, but she can manage you. Thank you, Marriott. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, maybe. What? Huh? That one is correct scope. I am overthinking, D. I am. This is something that, man, don't do this. Just shoot your shot and keep it moving. If she's not interested, just keep it moving. It's okay. Just shoot your shot. If she likes you, she will give you all types of pass. You can make as many mistakes as because she likes you. That you need that to carry majority of the weight. Okay, that doesn't mean you should talk rudely, obviously, you know. But her first response should tell you everything you need to know in terms of if she's open to the idea of getting to know you. Why not might means why not? Why wouldn't you approach such a beautiful lady like me? That's another angle, right? Before Uncle, did you see? You know why it take you so long? You just see a fine girl pass by. Why not? Of course, it could mean that. I doubt if a man will interpret it that way, though. I doubt that. In this 2024, we still using pickup lines. Yeah, I just in general I wouldn't use pickup lines. You know, stop exposing our secrets, Lobatin. I like corny lines and dad jokes. They make me laugh. You see, that's the thing. If a corny line can make her laugh, you can even say more corny lines. She will entertain it. That's why I said don't overthink it. Don't do what I'm doing right now, gentlemen. Don't do it. Number one pickup line. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Voulez-vous coucher avec... Did I pronounce that right? I feel like I know what you're trying to say, but what does that even mean? I feel like I've seen that somewhere before. Voulez-vous coucher avec... What? Don't do it, gentlemen. If you don't know what you're talking about, don't do it. Just avoid it completely. Black Dama says the lamest pickup line I've ever got was, I am a boy and you're a girl. I just excused myself. Make her no laugh, embarrass the uncle. You excuse yourself. Usually that means you don't like that person, honestly. Because I feel like that's corny and funny at the same time. But after all, it's you that will determine that. All right. Uncle Patrick says, why not? In this case, it's a little bit harsh. Uncle Patrick can feel me. He feels me. Ladies, pay attention here. It's not welcoming. Thank you, sir. That's what I'm trying to say. I can always count on people like Uncle Patrick will help me put it into proper words. It is not welcome. It might not come off as welcoming as you thought it is in your head. Yes, why not? Let me give you a hint. A 19-year-old to 23-year-old is highly unlikely they will say why not. It is more likely that a 29-year-old to 39-year-old will say why not. All right, it's a defense. It's something so defensive about that. Even though on surface it feels like yes. Just pay attention, okay? All right, there's something not as innocent as yes, hi. The why not is not a very innocent answer. It's loaded. Oh, pregnant. I don't know if that helps. Not a old uncle call himself boy. The one I cannot stand is when they will stand, they're staring and smiling as if they haven't seen a female before. Maybe they're trying to say there's poop on your shoes. They could be doing that too. Maybe they don't have the full chest to come and tell you like, hey, let me help you take that out of your hair. There's a little strand on your hair. Right? You never know, right? But I hear you. A lot of men don't know how to just, look, observe, admire with style. Even if you haven't gained the courage yet to approach her, it's a weird way to move. Yeah, don't be so obvious that you're staring. Why not in between conversation is allow followed with a smile. Yes, the smile. Remember, not everybody that approaches you need to marry you. Sometimes the people that are approaching you are a connector to what you're looking for. It might not be a husband, it might be a job, it might be anything, whatever you're looking for. What the person approaching you might just be some kind of connector. So being pleasant is key in all of this. Okay, it's very important to allow yourself to be pleasant and don't make assumptions when somebody is approaching you. Welcome, Fina. Good to see you. Do you want to sleep with me tonight? Is what that means. MOP. What did I say? I said something. Apparently, I'm too slow on this chat. You know, I take the chat one by one. Your French is too bad. Stick to Yoruba MOP. My Yoruba is just as terrible. Right? Brotherhood is not feeling her. Why not? That's where this is. So already, you know. She says, stop playing. What is poop in your shoes? I know. Like, I'm just like, hey, there's a little poop on your shoes, you know. But let me finish playing. Maybe I'm overthinking what she say, but she's also telling us that she's had bad experience. So we have to at least believe that, right? So we're just trying to see here. We already know the obvious lesson, which is, gentlemen, don't be rude. Don't just ask for people's number. Don't be rude. That's the obvious lesson. But what else is going on, right?
Just give me your number. I'm like, excuse me?
Just give me your number.
He already brought out his phone, put his phone on the keypad, you know, that keypad.
The excuse me as a follow-up to why not sounds pretty congruent to me. It's the same energy. Now, granted, that guy might have triggered her a little extra hard, but that's still consistent, right? Excuse me? Why is that not? No, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. Like, it sounds like you're already waiting for someone to offend you. Excuse me as how? A complete stranger? Why not say, no, I'm sorry, I'm not interested? Why not? Yes, I'm policing how she talks. Absolutely. Let's keep going.
That mode that you just type your number. Like, he was so sure that I was going to give him my number with that approach. I told him, excuse me, I don't like your approach. You did not even say, oh, good morning, my name is this. What is your name? I like you. Can we be friends?
No, gentlemen, don't say that. Don't say, excuse me, can we be friends and all that. Oh, she's yanning up pata. She just did not like this person. She's already on the edge. She was already defensive. So no matter what that guy did, it sounds to me that, you know, and of course the guy didn't help himself by saying, hey, I don't want to waste any time, just put your number here. Of course, that didn't help too, right? But, nah, that's not the issue. Her energy was not, she looked good. But the moment the guy approached, it's like, of course, why not? Of course, that's how. What do you mean by of course? Did she say of course? Anyway, that energy right there is off. And then, excuse me, why are you saying excuse me to a complete stranger? Just say you're not interested.
You're already coming to me with, you don't want to talk too much. When I said that, he was like, that's sorry that he was on the call with his sister in UK. He had to end the call to come talk to me. Like, you guys should. I'm an educated.
Is that not congruent with everything we're saying? I'm an educated what? Tell us the rest.
Respectful and cultured.
Respectful and cultured.
Good lady.
Lady.
You guys should do better when approaching me and when approaching.
She said when approaching me.
A lady.
Okay.
There's a
lady.
difference between a lady and a girl.
There's a difference. Between a lady and a girl. There's a difference.
Different from blue. Bulaba.
Excuse me to a stranger is warranted if he grabbed you. Yes, obviously you have to defend yourself. That's what I'm saying. There's a whole defensive energy thing going on. If they grab you or something like that, yes, that would be more, you know, or even if they're rude, their energy is too aggressive. I can respect that you feel the need to say, excuse me. But again, I'm just saying, the whole thing from the why not seems to be quite consistent in my opinion, you know. Then also the confidence, what the guy did and say, hey, give me your number, right? Somebody pulling out their phone number and say, you know, put your number here. Some people actually don't mind that level of confidence, but also it's a function of everything else. Like the energy, the vibe, maybe they've been hanging around in the same space for a minute. Maybe it's funny. Maybe like, what makes you think I'm going to give you my number? Maybe that starts off a conversation. They eventually gave you the number and the end of the night. Gentlemen, pay attention more so to the energy that is being created with the dynamics of the exchange rather than some specific right thing to say. Let's keep going.
I'm a lady and not a girl.
She's a lady.
Probably girls. There are some girls that give men numbers on with such approach.
See, I said it. Would 19 to 23 have the same energy? That doesn't mean you should carry yourself like a 19-year-old. I'm just saying there's some things about the innocence that men like, or the vibe of innocence that men like. The idea that you're able to protect yourself and that shows up in your energy, in general, men are not attracted to that. Just FYI. Okay? Just FYI. Just something to have at the back of your mind, you know. So now, if a man does not know how to make you feel safe or their energy is aggressive, you will react the way you will react as per normal woman, right? But that's just something to know at the back of your mind.
Because if he has not done it before and it went well for him, he wouldn't do it a second time. Ladies, we need to
value yourself, know your worth.
Words. We need to know our words, place your standard, and do not even compromise your standard for anything. The approach was so bad. Like, you guys should please do better. Men, do better when approaching a lady, and be able to differentiate between a lady and a girl when you're approaching them. Okay? I don't know why.
All right, so I'm looking at a comment here. Another comment by a guy. It says, your story doesn't show any form of intimidation or fidgeting on the man. Probably you have an aura of pride. If all the men approach you wrongly, then the problem may be you. If he has started by telling you how he likes you, you will still complain and say, why would he like you at a glance and on the road? You would ask him, what do you take me for? Jesus. He may have meant to ask for your number so he can talk to you in a more decent and relaxing place. I still wouldn't just say, give me your number to a complete stranger, you know. That is still very weird. She's correct in that aspect. If they didn't know each other before. If she's coming out of a store and say, I don't want to waste time, just give me your number. That's definitely weird still. Everything is not war. Sometimes think outside the box to understand other people. Well, just keep in mind that your intentions still don't matter. The energy you bring to a lady, she multiplies. So it might just be your aggressiveness that makes her want to feel the need to protect herself. If you felt like dashing him slap for that awful manner, why didn't you? Somebody is saying, this is a Bridget. He will be the one explaining now how a young lady he approached gave him a slap. The kind of ego in this new generation, man needs a resetting slap every morning. Shengbo. You for just walk up past arm, use your shoulder, knock his hand, make that phone fall. Look at him from his toes up. Get that eye contact and say, oh no, I'm sorry, please look sorry. Smile softly and move off. I can actually respect that. Again, you need to make sure you stay safe out there when you are rejecting people. Rejections, men, real men are okay with rejection. That shouldn't be a problem ever. Okay? Real men, especially the one that put themselves out there enough times, they should not have a problem with a little small, no, I'm not interested. All right. One wanted my number. The next day he's calling on video call, and I almost liked him, but after to saw the call, I put him on turn off button. Jesus, there's a turn off button somewhere. I wouldn't know. Please use seatbelt first. What? She's not using any seatbelt. She's driving. Wahala.
Hey, I hear me to me, but me.
She's actually driving with no seatbelt on. Problems. I like me an intentional man. Now he went straight to the point, and you want him to read his manifesto first. It's a lot of women that don't mind the straightforwardness, especially when it's an icing on the cake that they kind of like what they see, right? So again, all this about exactly how you say it, I think there's overcapping inside of it too. This, my comment is off topical before una come for me, but you can still know your worth, and it isn't high. Jesus, ew. Hey, you look real stunning, and sorry, I don't mean to bother you. I see you kind of in a hurry, and I wouldn't like to waste your time. Do you mind if I have your number so we could text? Okay, thanks. What's your name? Stephanie. I go by Dave. Alt, drive safe. If you expect anything more, okay, even after you say that, if she doesn't like you, she can still brush you off. Just keep in mind. But nice one. I don't mind that one, actually. He can approach you nicely and show you shaggy bansa later too. Jesus, another angle. Now, because you the educated, make you come online to report to your lecturers. Now, why you still single? Even as you fine. Girl. Watch that tattoo artist come for her now. That guy is obsessed with this babe. All right. Let me see. We're just warming up. Oh. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Thank you. Hit the like button. Excuse me to a stranger is warranted if he grabbed you or something. Blue. The guy no one talk too much. Now Odogu silencer pickup line. Black Diamond. That's funny. This energy is a turn off for men as well. Both parties need to be gentle in approaching and receiving. Absolutely. I can rock with that. Fina said no comments. Chidima said, would it be correct to say auntie is only matching his energy? It could be. It could be. After all, MOP says that Obere will multiply everything. Yes, it could be. Like, for example, if a woman say, yes, why not? That doesn't bother me personally. Why? Because before I approach people, I actually like them. All right. So that one small fence is not going to make me leave my zone as a gentleman. Okay. So I'm not like on a real day. I'm saying this because I know what guys like in general. They are attracted to soft energy, feminine energy from a woman. That's why I'm saying that. But me as a person, if I like you, intimidation is not really like I might even collect Woto first before I get the signal. Because I like you. I go by I like you. It's as simple for me personally, like that, you know. And it worked for me very well. And most people, for me personally, when I was single, they appreciate me stepping up and just being confident and asking for what I want, whatever that looks like. Of course, I'm not a rude person in general, right? So yes, it's more likely that the energy, right? But I also know that the more experience you collect in these streets, ladies, the higher the chances you would exude certain masculine traits, right? So, and it's not something you do intentionally. It's just a way for protecting yourself. After you don't collect all type of shaggy banza, right? Naturally, when you protect yourself, but just be aware that is also, that can create a vicious cycle of the results that you don't want, right? So it's just something to be aware of, right? Uncle Patrick said, ladies, do you break your phones because of unknown marketers and robot calls? Relax and learn how to make better use of networking and relationship. That's a good point, sir. I go use sign language, make nobody hold me. This auntie thinks a real lady would come ranting online about how men approach her. That's a good point. Black Diamond. Black Diamond. Now, I just recall, yes, it's you. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. I've seen her make comments. So now I'm just recalling now. Yep. Hello, Ice Ice. Welcome, Ice Ice. All right. We're just warming up. We're about to get into the story for the day. Our energy is giving violence vibes. We better not see her on Gist Lover Wahala yet. Yep. There's a trust you no slacking. Everyday MOP prove he like toxicity in Oberlin. I know. Yeah, of course. How do you say that in English? Right? But it can be too ta. So I'm not all the way toxic. Just a little. small, just shocky, labelge, that kind of thing. Yeah, what a talent now, So it is what it is. But yes, so the way men approach me is a turn off. You just make sure you're not attracting who you are. That's all. Just make sure of that. For the most part, I am willing to bet my monthly livelihood that if you continue to create the same result over and over again, that is you attracting who you are. All right. But let me know your thoughts. If you're watching this as a replay later on, I'll be curious to know what your thoughts are. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. I'll be right back. Check out this next segment. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com. All right, welcome back. Let's do one more warm up. I'll see if this one doesn't have to be so long though. Maybe we can do this in a few minutes, right? As I say, MOP, you like person we know well small. I wouldn't say it like that. That's a little extra. We know well as how. No. Let's do it. Speaking of we know well, listen to this video and let's talk about it.
He ain't doing what I want him to do. I'd be like, do you suck his dick? For real, that'd be my first thought. Like, that'd be my first thought. Like, that's my go-to. That's my default setting. That'd be my default setting. Like, when women be like, he don't do this, I don't be having them type of issues. The issues that I have with men, they usually be trying to be more controlling and shit like that. And I don't mind being in a controlling environment because a man can't protect properly what he can't control. However, don't abuse my submission. That'd be where, like, I have challenges and where I have difficulties and things like. Don't take advantage. You know what I'm saying? Take your time with me, but don't take advantage. And motherfuckers get real comfortable and they just start trying to take advantage.
Excuse the French, sorry.
But that'd be my default setting. When anything don't go right, any issue, any argument, I drop to my knees fast. That's my default setting. It is. Suck his dick and fix that man something to eat. For real. Give him a shower. Like, get him clean. Fix him a drink. Suck his dick. Fix him something to eat. And then see what the issue is after that. Because we probably won't ever get to the meat and...
So y'all
all right, before she talks, hold on 1 second. Again, sorry, excuse the French and all that, but let's just talk about it, okay? Get down on your knees and do the needful if he misbehaves. You guys agree? Yes, no? I be with Renini. I be coconutted. Let me know what your thoughts are right now. All right? There's all types of coaches and content creators in these social media streets. Of course, I love a good gist, especially from my wife. Oh my God, you have no idea. Lola's voice is calmer than Ola's. Good commercial. Oh, yeah. You think she's calmer than me? Okay. Uncle Patrick, listen to what they're saying before your chat. You say I like them toxic a little bit. I'm not saying my wife is toxic though. What in the Bala Blue is this? Do you guys agree with her or not? Not the one that's about to respond, but the first one. That was too much. I'm so sorry, Uncle Patrick. This now confirmed with a Pro Max. Some Nigerian men will like this one. Someone said she's speaking French. So you guys don't agree? It's a coconut tree. You don't agree? No? She's suggesting that his default, if he misbehaves or whatever she said, right? If he misbehaves or she does, her default, she get down on her knees and do the needful. Fix him some sandwich, wash him up. She said, I'm relaxing and painting my nail on this one. No bad. My ears. Who is she coaching? Somebody on the internet. She said, I refuse to agree in Jesus' name. Wait, you guys nobody is trying to get her point at all. You don't understand at all. Okay, let me play what her reply is.
Told me to watch the whole video.
This is Kitty J Rose. I think she's very popular with the podcast something conversations. We've reacted to them here in the past. I forgot the name of the something conversations, the podcast with the other gentleman. The one that I forgot their name now. Jesus, we don't cover them a lot, so I always forget their name. But anyway, she's very popular on those big podcasts that they do events around the nation. So you could see her facial expression while that person was talking. But let's play this.
I went back and I did. And my point still stands.
All right. So apparently she had responded earlier on. And then she was being dragged for not understanding what the lady is trying to say. And that's what I'm getting, you know. So she's saying what she said before, which is, I'm guessing she disagreed with that. Still stands, right? But let me play the original one and then we'll take it from there.
Ain't doing what I want him to do. I'd be like, do you suck his dick?
Sorry, block your ears until this lady is talking again. Sorry, okay?
For real, that'd be my first thought. Like,
all right, so thank God they didn't play too much here, right? But if you look at this caption, it says, woman says best way to solve problem with partner is to SHD and fix him a drink and then feed him. Afterwards, discuss the problem. All right. A lot of people will listen to just a little bit of what I say and might assume I would agree with that. I absolutely disagree with that. That's crazy and terrible, right? But I want to hear what Kitty has to say, or Kitty has to say about that.
Woman be like, he ain't doing what I want.
I paused it so you guys don't hear that again.
For real.
Wait. Let her finish talking, right?
Every day I fight for my life on social media because of clips like this. Using sex or head as a bargaining tool? Sounds cute. Yeah, sounds cool. Realistically, that's unhealthy as hell. Offering head or sex should never be used as a bargaining tool just to address the issue or to bring up a conversation. This is yet another way of minimizing women to just simply being a sexual tool. And I don't rock with that because y'all know I'm a woman's woman. So I'm going to call it like it is. I have daughters. I would never advise my daughters to do that. So if you don't have daughters and you're speaking on something like this, me and you already have an issue. Because what are you talking about? Anything sexual being used as a bargaining tool always undermines the importance of healthy communication. And right here is how coercion and manipulation start to drown out your relationship. This whole take was just goofy. A dog will repeat a trick if they're rewarded for it. There are certain men who now, because they know that the reward or you're going to end up offering sex or some type of head just for them to have a conversation, just to talk about an issue, they will start creating conflict. They'll start creating issues. They'll push you to your limit or push you to your edge just so you can try to work up a conversation, knowing that the only way you'll get a conversation is by offering head. Do you hear that? Hello? I'm knocking at the freaking door. Does this make sense to you? Like, don't piss me off. Kitty, don't work up. Like, you know, some of y'all women, I just can't rock with because y'all are damaging our young babies, and this is the foolishness that you're feeding our young girls with. And you're also hurting or even causing more damage to the women who are trying to escape traumas such as that. If you'll actually advise a young woman or a lady to get down on her knees and bathe this man and make him feel good just to have a conversation with him, is he gonna do that for her? When he upset about something? Is he gonna get on his knees and rub her feet and bathe her and do
so? Even if he does, it's still wrong. Okay, it's still going to create terrible long-term results. It's not you know, I mean, obviously everybody knows communication is key, right? Effective communication, precisely. But if you feel the need to get across to somebody, now you're trying to use sex as a tool, it's just a terrible idea, right? If anything, I might suggest actively listening to what they're coming from, what they're trying to say. Be patient with yourself so you can actually give them some patience. Sometimes you have to back off of the situation and come back to it, right? And let me even tell you, there are men that won't have that sex with you because they know you're trying to manipulate. especially if you've done that over and over. She said that's her default. So eventually that method is not going to work. The only thing that's long lasting is having the skills to actually engage in effective communication when it's necessary. And that is a skill set. And it's not something you can just whip some kind of tactic like get down on your knees and do. And there's more than enough men that will eventually will resent you for always trying to do that, okay? Because see finish will enter anyway. So that thing you think you're offering is from the same you, and you're trying to use it to push issues under the rug effectively. It's not going to work. So that's kind of crazy. Let me hear what she said here in this video right here.
It's unethical. Any form of manipulation to disarm your partner to simply have a conversation or talk to them is unethical. And I feel like any components of any form of communication should never be compromised or exploited for personal gain. Once again, I see this way too often. Don't forget, I work with couples through infidelity and affairs and partner betrayal and abuse and things like that. You don't want to be put in that situation. I wish I could study y'all brains a little bit more. I do.
So she was being dragged, and you can see somebody say that's not the whole video though, sis. It's still a clip. It's giving you want people to hate her in order to agree with you. I agree with her though, because all she said was basically make sure your man is in a calm place mentally, love him, cool for him, etc. before addressing an issue. And the only reason I agree with her is because I would want my man to do the same for me. I have had men do that for me, cook for me, run my bath water, and then let's address the elephant in the room. Somebody say I stand on my comments too. That ain't make it any better, baby girl. Get up off your knees, pull it out. Use your mouth for words. I'm grown. We got a problem. I'm a big boy. What's going on? Talk to your man. Let's understand one another. Then we can get see it's a personality thing. If somebody's so upset with you, they probably want you to use your words, okay? And temporarily, you might be able to get away with using money or sex. Remember, I tell you, take money and sex off that pedestal. They don't belong there. They only magnify issues. They make them worse. Sometimes people will bury resentments a little bit long enough. Eventually, everything will blow up in your face. Anyway, I don't know how. Let me leave it alone. She's done a good job at addressing it. It's just a terrible. You might see stuff like that on the internet. Be careful. You should never put yourself at risk when there are actual real issues. Yes, it's true. There are certain ways to address issues. There are certain environments where you should address issues. The problem with what that first lady did is the using the sex thing. That's bastardizing the whole idea, of what you might have heard me say here before, which is active listening. That completely destroys it. Our default is a trauma response. That's just a very lazy way out. It makes you look cheap over time. Value yourself, ladies. Shade says this is a form of DV, mental and sexual abuse. Well, who's the abuser? Her or him? She's the one using the manipulative tactics. Is she the abuser? I'm curious. What's your thoughts on that, Shade? Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. Let me know what your thoughts are about this. Apparently, this became some big argument on our page, right? Somebody said, this woman strictly plays to male ego, in my opinion. You gotta be careful with that. Again, if you tried it, if it works a few times, it's not sustainable. Especially, the man needs to be a man. He will resent you for not allowing him to be a man. Now, he should be a man by himself, okay? He shouldn't have to wait for you to allow him to be a man. I'm always going to stand on that. But you're enabling bad behavior. If you're just stuck in this idea of soothing and appeasing his feeling, short term, it might be a good strategy as long as it also equates to you're working on yourself. But in the long run, you need him to be a man. You will not be able to respect him, which is a terrible idea, if he doesn't show up as a man. Okay, so I don't know. Let's leave it alone, Sha. hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications, and let's get to today's main topic. I'll be right back. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com. All right, let's talk about the Avengers. Have you guys been following this story? The AY comedian and MAKUN MABEL family story. Have you guys been following it? This won't be the first time. AY comedy is arguably the biggest brand in comedy in Nigeria. At least up to about 3 years ago. There might be some new ones coming on the scene, you know. There might be some new ones coming on the scene. So, but he's been big for a while now, maybe 15 years. You know, at the very minimum, he gave ways and he gave a lot of people opportunity to become AY comedy. Okay, I met him in person at the same time I met Daddy Freeze here in New York City. I think it was around 2000, somewhere between 2009 and 12. I don't remember. They were both pleasant people. They gave us a drop back then. I've told you guys that story before. All right. So, but this were the early days of AY comedy, AY live shows. But AY is a 52-year-old man, and he was married. I don't know if they finalized their divorce. They're still married, I think. I don't think they finalized their divorce. But recently, they both announced their separation. He's married to MABEL MAKUN, right? So a lot of people know him as AY. He's also an actor. He's done quite a few popular movies. One of them being, I think, Sin City, 30 Days to Atlanta, something days in Jamaica. I think he might have been trying to be Nigeria's Tyler Perry at some point, you know. So, but AY comedy is pretty popular, you know, very popular. But there's this story that one of the Gist Lover pages were leaking over the past video. So everything I say here with regards to these characters, these real life characters, is all alleged. All right, but we're going to extract some lessons out of it nonetheless. All right, so I'm actually going to read the English version of what Gist Lover posted in Pidgin earlier on. Within the last 7 days. Shadi says, sex does not solve real life relationship issues. Yes, if it solves, it's usually short term. Okay, it can help short term. In the long run, you actually need to build a good foundation. All right, sex for the most part should be a byproduct of a good relationship, not the other way around. Life with Nat says, I like Lola says, don't wing it. Yes, please don't wing it. Be intentional. What AY has done that is different is he creates a platform for upcoming comics, and that is lit. Yes, absolutely. He's done a fantastic job with helping other comedians, you know. So it's a like I said, it's a Nigerian actor, comedian, radio, TV presenter, writer, producer, film director. 52 years old, born 1971. 30 Days in Atlanta was his movie, and a few other movies out there. Let me see here. I think recently he did a Christmas in Miami. Merry Men 2, Merry Men 1, The Wedding Party 2, right? The Accidental Spy, American Driver, I guess it's just featured in some of this. 10 Days in Sun City in 2016, A Trip to Jamaica, The Wedding Party 2016, 30 Days in Atlanta, right? So he has some good work under his belt. He's very, very popular, and he's done some fantastic work as an entertainer and as an entertainment executive, if you will. All right. But what we're talking about today, we're talking about this story that is being leaked, and it says, meet the architect of their failed marriage. Again, all of this is allegedly, okay? We don't know. All right. But nonetheless, whatever we see in this public space, let's see if we can extract some lessons, okay? The revenge that broke the camel's back. Hello, twet. Hello, twet. Hello, twet. Before I chime in on this gist, why is it that when a married woman leaves her cheating husband, she goes to another marriage to scatter it? More like recycling affairs. Do you guys agree with that? Have you guys seen that? Have you guys noticed that in recent times? Have you been paying attention? Or it's always been that way? When women leave, certain women, of course, some women, of course, not everybody, of course, but a lot of women nonetheless, when they leave their marriage, they go and scatter another marriage. Recycling affairs. Or is that just Lagos? Some people claim that's just Lagos. Is that a thing? Have you guys paid attention enough to notice this? I'm asking. If you think that's a thing, put a 1 in the chat. If you say, nah, women are innocent. They don't do stuff like that. They've been hurt. Put a 2 in the chat. If you think that's a thing, yes. Bon Chan says that's a generalization. Yes, it is. And in fact, we're going to generalize a little bit today as per normal. But Cynthia says, yes, it's very common because they start dating married men. Is it very common that women coming out of broken marriages start dating married men? Is that a very common thing? I know it's not majority. It might not be majority. I don't know if it's majority. But is it common enough for us to start paying attention to? And maybe we can say, hey, why are you doing that? You know, or maybe we can use that and say, hey, you're vulnerable, right? You have raw emotions. If you're coming out of a terrible situation, you might end up falling in love with somebody's husband. Is that something? Is it enough for us to at least push out some kind of warning or caution? Move with caution. If you're coming out of a Cynthia says it's common. She's like, Cynthia is the only one in the chat. Is that like, really? Are you guys serious right now? Is this sisterhood? Is this what we're doing here right now today? Babes Win say, not every woman that leave their marriage goes after married men. There's a difference between going after married men and falling by mistake on a married bulla mistakenly. Mistakenly.
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it. All right.
Cynthia is like, I'm not doing sisterhood blindly. Uncle Patrick said, no, it's women are innocent. They don't do that. They don't do stuff like that. Chidima said, one, there are women like that. Now, for women that are coming outside of a marriage or coming from a divorce, is this potentially something they should be careful with? Like, they should be careful. What's the word I'm looking for? Is this can they be vulnerable to falling in this kind of situation? Is this possible? Chidima said no comment. Ouch. Bonchan said, if it's a mistake, how common is that? Do we have enough women falling into this? Is this something that... Anyway, let me keep reading. Let me see. But as far as this lover is concerned, this lover is like, there's a recycling of affairs going on. And then this thing called marriage, nobody ever understands it in this life. Meet the main architect of the MAKUN's failed marriage. The MAKUNs are a household name in the entertainment industry. They are a popular family from Ondo State, but most of them grew up in Warri. Among the MAKUN brothers, we have the popular comedian Ayo MAKUN, who is married to the beautiful MABEL MAKUN. And that's the lady you're looking at on the screen. All right, she's not taller than him. She's just wearing heels. Okay. Their marriage is a beautiful one. Okay. They're using is. Maybe they mean was. Maybe they're okay. The marriage is still. They haven't finalized divorce. So their marriage is a beautiful one and a prayer point for some of their fans, as it has stood the test of time over the years. Amidst all the crisis of cheating scandals, the marriage stood firm. MAKUN, popularly known as AY Comedian, was a wandering prick. Okay, a wandering penis. He went to the extent of bringing other women to events he and his wife attended. MABEL, on the other hand, kept catching him and letting things slide. She caught him with some of our friends, a particular politician, some of our goddaughters, and even another man. This is all alleged. But she let things slide. The one she was so worried about was Yolanda Okereke. Now, I don't know who Yolanda Okereke is, but this is a picture that they put out there. Do you guys know what that is? I don't know that name. I know Yolanda Adams. The wife of the late actor Karibi Fubara. I don't know what that is too. On plenty of occasions, MABEL has fought with AY because of Yolanda. Yeah, so MABEL has fought with AY because of Yolanda. I think there is a connection between AY and Yolanda that's so strong that they can't let each other go. Okay, so she's not ordinarily a side chick, right? This has caused a lot of rift between them in the past. After seeing all her husband was doing, MABEL set out on a revenge mission with another married man who is a politician. His name is Idris Aregbe. Idris was still married when he and MABEL started their affair, and MABEL was still married to AY too. That's why AY was trying to defend himself in his write-up, saying nobody is holy and MABEL has her own faults. If you recall, when AY when he released the statement, we read through it, and at the time I said this was a very lame statement for him to make, and he shouldn't have. He should have had somebody read the statement over, because he basically told on himself by saying nobody's only past. All he said, nobody's only past. All right. So this was AY posted on Instagram page. He said, yes, without compromising my family, I have found myself doing things I am not proud of today. This was his statement back then. It is one thing to watch my friendship, marriage of 20 years slip off my hands. I'm sorry to hear that. This was a video. But it's another thing for the parties involved to understand how to appropriate the blame in a space. Either you are appropriating blame directly, indirectly, you're going to create more terrible results. That's an indication of your outlook on life. Sometimes it's just not meant to be. Sometimes you just don't know what you were doing, right? And when you try to apportion blames, it just gets worse and worse and worse, right? So as you can see here, he would probably say, at least I didn't say I'm blaming the other person. I'm asking the other person to apportion blame equally. Even worse, okay? The idea is just avoid using blame, okay? Avoid guilt tripping, avoid shaming tactics. It will work against you. So he said, at least the parties should understand how to appropriate blame in a space that is designed for most women always to play the victims and win. All right, so he just told on himself. He thinks women are always playing the victim, okay? Not just that, I'm talking about the generalization angle to it, okay? So he's telling on himself. All right, so again, we've covered this in the past. You can go find that video. We did, like, this is not, don't put this kind of stupid statement out ever. It's not worth it. You go there, explain. He says, I can tell you for free that no one is completely innocent enough to cast stones. The only thing you just told us is that you're not innocent, okay? That's all you've told us. I love how lies about me in all these blogs travel faster than the truth. But my painful truth will eventually beat away all the lies. The only painful truth that can beat away all the lies is that you are a comedian, and all you need to do is focus on yourself, Focus on becoming a better person. Focus on your career. Continue to put out those comedies that a bunch of people continue to come and watch, and just focus on yourself, right? That is a truth that can continue to beat out quote unquote lies, right? Whatever that is. But basically negative narratives about you. If you try to come out into these social media streets again and control the narrative, bye-bye. You know what time it is. You go collect.
Sorry, oh.
Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the road, Jack. Thank you. Thank you for all the 33 likes. I appreciate all of them now. Thank you. All right. So, it's a terrible idea. Don't come on the internet to try to control narrative. Could it work? It cannot work. Okay. So, and then it continues. It says, some of us are just logical. Not the logic. Logic.
Got him! Got him!
Logic. Logic beat wow. Some of us are just logical enough to understand the difference between opinions, values, beliefs, facts. That's obviously not a PR specialist who wrote that, right? For someone the caliber, the magnitude, the global status of an AY comedian, have somebody else read it over, clean it up for you. Not ChatGPT, a person. You can afford it. Have them read it over. Make sure you don't implicate yourself like he just did. Or like he did back then. So I'm just again referencing it back. This is what he wrote at that time. And then he goes on to say, they just might be too much concerning the individuals involved. Not even when I have a grown-up daughter with access to social media. Her mental health needs to be protected from seeing things she cannot be proud of online. Unfortunately, you've painted, is the picture you paint, not the exact words you use. You painted a picture that your wife is not innocent, right? You painted a picture that you're obviously not innocent, and then when you do that, right, your daughter can still see it. It's still, the embarrassment is a function of the feelings, not the exact words you use. Now the words has to be applied with some wisdom so that it doesn't allow people to start to assume. People will still do what they have to do, but at least you won't be attempting to give your ex-partner away, and in that same place you're now giving yourself away. You're telling on yourself. But bottom line is that the statement it's not appropriate, and it did not protect the daughter. Effectively did not protect the daughter. Anyway, that's that right there. So that was a statement that AY put out that Gislover is referencing. Let me reread that part, right? I think there's a connection between AY, and I quote, I think there's a connection between AY and Yolanda that's so strong that they can't let each other go. This has caused rift, okay? After seeing all her husband was doing, MABEL set out on a revenge mission, allegedly, with another married man who is a politician. Idris Aregbe started an affair. That's why AY was trying to defend himself in his write-up, saying nobody is holy, and MABEL has her own faults too. Lagos is another crazy sin city, or should we call it a crime scene? MABEL, seeing enough money from Aregbe, felt she could build an empire with him. In fact, when they lost all their properties to fire, MABEL was the one running the house with the money gotten from her side man, Idris Aregbe, allegedly. Aregbe, the APC politician, was bankrolling MABEL. Although MABEL, as another Nollywood small boy, that one is just there to warm her bed. The main sponsor was Idris Aregbe. Her husband was doing his own thing with virtually anything in a skirt. In fact, a particular Big Brother housemate was caught with him several times, and the wife was very close to the Big Brother housemate. At some point, the Big Brother girl's affair resulted in pregnancy, allegedly. The matter was messy, but she had to go off the radar to clear up the mess. Everything was going on fine until Idris Aregbe started having issues with his wife over MABEL too. The matter got messy and they both got divorced, but they did it low-key. Idris begged and paid his ex-wife to save his political career by not coming online to announce the breakup, allegedly. So they both kept it low as the wife has an eye on politics. After the breakup, MABEL was still with AY and Idris was enjoying life. One beautiful day, MABEL and AY went to a party. MABEL got drunk and left her phone open. Uncle Idris' message came in and AY took the phone and read everything, including how they were hanging his wife's leg. He also read about all her numerous affairs. That was the beginning of their problem. AY confronted MABEL. The matter got messy and MABEL began threatening AY that she would release some of his tapes and receipts she had with him. Families tried to interfere, but both parties refused. After plenty of confrontations and fights, MABEL packed out of the house and came online to issue a press release to seek cover before AY acted. Okay. Let me see if I can find that particular statement. So she released this statement. Let's see here. Okay, this is just a report on Daily Post. MABEL MAKUN, this was published on April 10, 2024. So this is just a few months ago. It's just 3 months ago, right? All right. Let's see here. That's them. MABEL MAKUN has confirmed that her marriage to comedian AY MAKUN, aka AY, is headed for a divorce. Daily Post reports that AY is recently took to social media to make that statement that I read earlier on. Right? I'm trying to see, where is it? Okay. Silence. Anyway, she came out and made a statement. That's all you need to know. She confirmed it. Okay. So families tried to interfere. So this brings us back to the question. Okay. Who is at fault? AY is a wandering penis. MABEL ruined another woman's home. Are both parties guilty, or who gets the blame? Is it AY who had an affair with the late Caribe's wife, or MABEL who had an affair with a married politician? All right, so let me come to the chat. Let's come to the chat. Mistakenly falling. Okay, I don't believe that. You never heard that people would mistakenly find themselves instead of Kwekus? You never heard that before? Huh? You never heard that before? Never, ever? No?
You they use your function to play.
You never heard that before, ever. You don't get it.
You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.
Let me see what Cynthia said. Cynthia said, I think they do it because specifically in Nigeria, it's not common for a single man to take on another man's kids and ex-wife publicly. So your best option is to date a married man most times. I see. Mario says, will Gislova make heaven like this? A man? I know. That's like, I have to say alleged like 50 times because, you know, that allegation right there is heavy. The only way you can fall on a married bulla is if you never knew he was married. No, you can still know he's married. You know, you can still know he's married. And it can still be a mistake. And I don't mean mistake literally. Okay?
You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.
Filmga says, is this a premiere or live? I can swear I have heard the same words from MOP on the MAKUN gist. Not the one Gist Lover just released it. Just literally. This post that Gist Lover made, let me see here. This was made on, whatchamacallit? Where is it? Oh, let's see. This was made on July 6th. Yes, this post was made on July 6th. Yeah. Yep. Welcome, Film Girl. Welcome. That question: if they date married men, who is there to date? If not those ones that never carry their vows. Care for their vows, you mean? You see, that sense and wisdom don't come with age. I laughed at Mabel running the house. Abba now. Yeah. So, do you believe that Mabel was running the house? I mean, AY is a powerhouse. All kind of money comes into him, even corporate money. She renovated the house because that's her job as an interior decor. Her money, okay, that's another angle. That's what she does, right? She didn't do a lot of jobs because she got pregnant and had a baby, right? Niger men love to cheat and expect their wives to understand, but cannot take the same medicine dished out to them. This is not the first time we have heard about AY's backyard. Jesus Christ, Lord have mercy. Hey,
Jesus is Lord.
That's AY post was not necessary, and if he was, he would have used a professional PR. Thank you, Ice Ice. That's all I'm saying. Both are guilty. Bonchan says both are guilty. Both of them are freaky dump parent. Uncle Patrick says Mabel responding made the blunder worse. If AY didn't consider the kids, what about her? Her post was, I know, send you again post whatever. Yeah, she responded with some subliminal post back then. We did cover that story back then. They should have gone their separate ways instead of cheating in their marriage. So sad. Both are guilty. Yeah, I think they knew. Not only did they know that, they also know that, and they all the in-betweens of knowing that. So today, I really want us to talk about how come when people know this, they know that, they believe in that, and they can still fall mistakenly, quote unquote, not literally, on bolas, married bolas. I know it's not you guys here. It will never be you. Of course, it will never be you, right? But this is actually a very common thing. Okay, how come a lot of people do that? Right, outside of them just being a bad person, bad people with bad morals, me and you agree that they broke the moral code there, right? But how come? Why come? AY is the community borehole digger disgracing his JT and family everywhere. Dr. Mabel MAKUN did not respond, but he's doing soft life. Whatever, Uncle Patrick, you're right. Mabel can't run anything, please. Okay, all right. So that's really where we're trying to get at here. I want to go back to the chat on the Gist Lover page actually, and see what people are saying there, because that's all right. Because those ones are not following us, so they don't feel policed. All right. Somebody say AY pushed his wife out. When a woman is no longer happy in a relationship, she's drained and exhausted. She will find solace in another place. I'm sure it was one of her friends she confided in that introduced her to the man. Do you guys agree with that? Let me come to the chat. Do you guys agree with that? I'm going to read that again. AY pushed his wife out. This is according to a comment. AY pushed his wife out. When a woman is no longer happy in a relationship, she is drained and exhausted. She will find solace in another place. I'm sure it was one of her friends she confided in that introduced her to the man. Do you guys agree with that? Let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are. And also, I'm still waiting for the answer to the question, whose fault is it? Mabel or Mabel or AY MAKUN? Whose fault is what happened in terms? Who do you consider the architect of the failed marriage in this situation? Right? Knowing everything you know about marriage today, you don't have to know everything. Who's the architect of that failed marriage? Right? Let me read it again though. AY pushed his wife out. Do you agree with that statement? AY pushed his wife out. When a woman is no longer happy in a relationship, when she's no longer happy in a relationship, she's drained, exhausted, she will just go ahead and do the wrong things, everything that's wrong. She will just basically commit all type of atrocities because she's drained, she's been pushed. Do you agree with that statement? Answer me right now. Okay? Even if you want to answer with sisterhood, let me hear it. Okay? She's drained, exhausted. She's been pushed away by the husband. So she's like, you know what? Let me do it too. Let me go ahead and do potentially introduced by... She never had such bad friends before. Those bad friends just showed up out of nowhere. And they just advised her to go and do the wrong thing. To fall on a bulla by mistake, allegedly.
Not be juju be that.
I'm just asking, just a question. Let me see. Aisha says, introduce Ke, where nothing is impossible. Yes, that's true. Both are guilty. AY was AY before she married him. She accepted him. He crossed well. She got tired and waka. She didn't just waka. According to this story, these allegations, they're saying she didn't just waka. They're saying that, she did the ultimate abomination, at least per Nigerian men. Uncle Patty said MABEL action was intentional. Both of them at fault. Two wrongs cannot make a right. All right. Isaac says nothing impossible. They may come back. Nino is back to his wife. Speaking of Nino, we're going to cover that tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that. We're going to talk about that one tomorrow. Babeswin said agreed, but she should have divorced him before dating someone else. So why would anybody with good morals, a fine lady with good morals, who always knew the right thing to do, why would that person, not allegedly, right? Why would that person listen to a friend potentially, even though they have been claimed to have been drained and exhausted, but they have the time and enough energy to fall on the bulla? Why would a woman with moral standards and all that kind of stuff, why would they do that? Because I'm telling you, there's more than enough cases like this out there. More than enough. I don't know if it's majority or minority, but more than enough. All right? And I'm sorry, it's not as simple as it's just bad morals. I'm so sorry. I know you would like to oversimplify it to that sometimes, but it's not that simple. Somebody said both are at fault. If the man no cheat, maybe the wife won't have cheated too. The man gets the most fault. What do you guys think about that? Do you agree with that? The man get the most fault. Both are at fault, but the man get the most fault. If the man did not cheat, she will not cheat too. Let's just say allegedly, hypothetically, this is what happened. If the man did not cheat, will she not cheat too? Do you guys rock with that narrative? Chidima says anybody that has collected will act crazy. It is genderless. That's a fact. That's very true. AY cost a lot, but I swear this decision may be less than what AY did before. Elaborate. Shade says they are both wrong, but she's still listed as Dr. Mrs. MABEL MAKUN. Both of them were at their daughter's graduation. Yes, I did notice that. Shout out to them for being cordial enough to be able to be at their daughter's graduation. Shout out to them. Hopefully they're getting the help they need. AY and JT carried the major fault. Who is JT? Who is JT again? And it's JT. John Thomas?
Let be poor. Breathe.
That was quite predictable, Shadi. But keep the same energy. Keep the same energy, okay? Not at all times. You need to have first-hand info before apportioning blame. Mabel has been collecting and got tired of endurance. I mean what AY did now, maybe nothing compared to what AY has done before. Maybe nothing compared to what AY has done before. All right, let me see some more here. Somebody said both are at fault. Okay, we already covered that. Let's see here. Children getting married to each other, both are at fault. AY is not a child. That's a 52-year-old man. That's a 52-year-old man. Children getting married to each other, both are at fault. You have a beautiful wife, but you keep dating anything in skirt. The woman too self now crazy. The warrior. How I didn't get the rest of it. Somebody said husband is at fault, wife is at fault, Nigerian is at fault, Tinubu is at fault. They hungry, I beg. Jesus Christ, not Tinubu. Not Tinubu. Tinubu's at fault. Let's see here. If you are here to read comment, gather here. Okay. He no really concern me button. AY na dada for Fun Time magazine that year. That man is at fault. He couldn't take what he was dishing out. See logic. See logic. That man is at fault. He couldn't take what he was dishing out. Logic. Let's see. Now Mabel right, cause first to do know the pain. I'm kidding though, but this is so messy. Okay, at least that person is kidding. I like Bako. Many among these celebrities, it's a matter of time. Both them eyes go open. I think AY started it, and there was a revenge. So the real question here is that is revenge in this respect justified? I guess that's the main question that we're trying to ask. Is revenge justified in this regard? Right? You know how people say, it is my right. Does she have the right to do revenge?
Well, you're right.
That's the question. Coming back to the chat right now. Aisha says, I don't think she slept with the honorable, but maybe outings, yes. Thank you for that, Aisha. That's interesting that you're saying that, because normally Aisha is go have some extra stories, but she you know, she's usually coming from a place, she's seen some other content. So I guess we don't have enough information here. But we also know, is it possible that in Nigerian society, if she's seen hanging out with other people, is it possible that they would just conclude that she's dating the person and slept with them? Is that possible? Especially in Nigeria. They do that here as well, by the way. Uncle Patty said, why married if you can be single and doing whatever? That's the question I want us to answer, right? And we need to answer that question without asking the people that is being the alleged. We need to answer that question without asking the alleged, because one of the major issues is that these things, people find themselves in this space and then they just pim, they don't say anything because they realize they've said it will never be me years before that. Right? So before it becomes you, let's answer the question, why would a married person be married if they can just be single and do whatever? Right? Why would they not just leave instead of cheating? We need to be answering those questions up front before it happens. Because that's what I'm noticing here. We have a lot of people say it will never be me. And then we have a lot of people also that it becomes them, and then they just pim. Right? And why? Not to judge them. We don't want to judge anybody, right? What we want to do, that's also for this Reno. What we want to do is learn that these things are possible even when you are a moral, upstanding, law-abiding, religious, Holy Spirit person. It can happen to you. I grew up in church. It's been happening ever since. Yes, to people in the church. The church I grew up in, after it happened to them, they will now call them forward. They said, this thing happened. After they only say it after they can't cover it, by the way. And it happened to even pastors' children. Some of them they cover them up. Some of them they couldn't cover them up. They said they will isolate them. They have to sit in front of church. Okay. The church I grew up in as a teenager. The church I grew up in before I became a teenager, those one would do with their full chest. Okay. It's actually when one of the prophetess will be on the mountain meaning in front of the church. Sometimes that's when they get impregnated. I know, sorry. I know you never expected it. In church? What do you mean?
You doing what?
No, I'm dead ass. Human beings are human beings. It's just what it is, okay? I'm sorry to burst your bubble if you never expected that. Bala Blue don't collect. Bala Blue, Tinubu don't collect stray bullets. Stray bullet out of nowhere. It's probably like confused, like, wait, what did I do?
Different from Bala Blue. Blue. Bulaba.
Yeah. She posted some things when the heat was on before she posted a threat by AY to her life. Then the final separations. So again, it's very possible. Now we know that in Nigerian society, someone of the caliber of AY, there is a good chance that he had extracurricular activities going on outside of his marriage, right? Now that's that society kind of encourages that, enables that, especially if it's somebody of means, a man of means, right? Now for her, she doesn't really have to commit anything. She could just be hanging out with people. The same society will accuse her of already cheating with people, but it's also possible that she actually cheated. There's more than enough story of women that find themselves in a very funky place. They have raw emotions, and then they start engaging conversations with a friend. Innocent conversation with a friend. It wasn't meant to be anything, okay? The friend just so happened to be married too. There's more than enough cases like that. There are also people that will say it will never be me, okay? But emotions no be your mates. Please respect emotions. Please don't be disrespectful to nature and emotions. You go collect. The only problem is that you won't come back and teach the lesson. You like pim. All right, so more than enough cases out there. She posted some things. Okay, all right, you know they will post everything online to show off. At no point is revenge okay. Is it justifiable to revenge? She said, as I say, at no point is revenge okay. If you cheated back because you call it I'm cheating back, you're a cheater. A cheater, as in like the one that does this. Right? You're just a cheater. Okay? You've just been looking. If the right, essentially what you're saying is that if the right environment, the right emotions present itself, you too, you will do the needful.
Are you stupid?
Sorry. You too, you will do the needful. And, you know, if you mess around, Apostle might just hear of it.
Apostle will hear of this.
All right. Shadi says she's a businesswoman and deals with so many businessmen, including Honorable. All right. And she can also mistakenly fall on Honorable's bola innocently without meaning to do it. She only premeditated it 2 minutes before it happened, and it was not forceful. What? I know. Yes, when they smell your perfume anywhere, you must be dating the owner of the location. Absolutely. So that's that's part of what comes with that society too. So if she tried to do business with other people and stuff like that, they might just accuse her of those things. But I want you to be aware that it does happen. It does happen. Even if you have told yourself you were raised in a way that you would never do, it can. You just have to have emotions that are raw enough, and you find yourself in certain conducive environment. That's why, if you're going to be intentional, make sure you're doing it with respect to emotional intelligence. I've always said that. If you pay attention, yes, you should be intentional, but you must respect emotional intelligence while you're doing it. That never say never thing will bite you in the butt. AY is too comfortable in Agbere. What does he want, and at what age? It's the same thing, right? Which is certain environments, certain status, certain opportunities, just have a tendency to enable certain behaviors. And if he's not connected to the consequences, at least like, hey, this can destroy my whole life. When he said, I lost a friend of 20 years, I felt him. I think that was real. That was a very real pain. That was coming from a real pain, right? But he's connecting to it after he's chopping the consequences, right? If one can connect to that kind of consequence without actually experiencing it, that can help a lot to position yourself with some accountability systems so that you don't commit what human beings are capable of. Human beings are capable of anything, okay? When it feels right, hey, listen, people justify it. It's what it is, or they will just shut up. All right? All they have to do is not say anything about it. I says, MOP, you need extra discipline to do some kind of business in Nigeria, else your client will entice you like mad. Yes, the temptations in certain environments, in certain professions are real. They are still temptations. What's up, baby?
It's so hot.
It's hot?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm rounding up, baby. Okay. All right. You need extra discipline to some kind. Okay. Yep. Uncle Patrick said, I never expected it. There was also DV happening in this marriage in addition to its uncontrollable JT. DV is a function of a whole lot of many things. I like to discuss everything you should do so that you don't end up in that position. And if you've always end up in that position, I like to address those underlying factors so that you don't find yourself in that position. DV, at least we know that DV starts with emotional abuse, verbal abuse. It starts long before it becomes what we identify as DV, right? Most people identify as DV. So the underlying issues is what I really like to focus on and address. Hanging out is cheating, but Nigeria take only Kiriwa as cheating. Yeah, it's a very confusing thing, right? So they will conclude that they see you in certain environments, you must be cheating. But then, when they are the one caught in it, they will say, I didn't sleep with him. Nigerians struggle with understanding that emotional cheating is cheating, even worse. If they see you with a man, you are having sex. Nigeria people are only concerned with Bola activities. Cheating starts from hanging out with. It can, but hanging out for what purpose? Wouldn't that matter, right? What if it's just a business meeting? What if it's just other friends are around, right? So I think you were trying to continue a sentence there that wasn't completed. Ola is trolling seriously and catching cruise tonight. I'm just chilling. I'm chilling. But everything I'm saying, I mean, by the way. Ola, 70 years old man, you don't enter town much. He's 52. He's 52. So the only way you can get people to change, let me round up with this one. I'm rounding up right now. The only way people change their behavior is if they're gravitating away from pain, right? That means there must be a perceived pain of some sort, or towards pleasure or relief, or an easier pain, okay? Some form of pain that still feels like pleasure when you compare it to other forms of pain. That's the only reason why people change their behavior. A lot of it is perception. Okay, just be aware of that. Okay, so people don't change their behavior because they're holier than thou. That's cap. Listen to me carefully right now.
Stop the cap.
People don't change their behavior because of quote-unquote moral standards. Sometimes that's what it looks like on the surface, because that's what they know. Okay, but anybody who has lived life, who have been through some raw emotions, will know that all of those things will get tested in real life, right? Now that may help. Your moral standards or how you were raised might help, right? But the key word is help. But ultimately you need to understand that you are capable of being, aka a human being, quote unquote a human being, meaning you will commit the worst if you can see it as a form of survival, right? You might even cap and call it love. Sometimes you might say, hey, I just need to protect myself. You might say, hey, he started it first, right? You're just being a human being. You're participating in bad behavior. You're justifying the bullshit with logic. Remember when AY said logic? Yeah, right. None of us is absolutely logical. We try to be. We are human beings. We are intelligent enough to try to be logical, and we do a lot of logical things. There's no cap about that. But ultimately, it's because we're emotional beings. It's useful because we're first emotional beings, right? So if you find yourself in a situation where you are dealing with very raw emotions and stuff like that, all that needs to happen is the right opportunities present itself, right? And then if you've always told yourself that it will never be you, it actually works for you because you never prepared to just be a human being with enough self-control, self-accountability systems, because you always felt it will never be you. So you don't have things in place to say, hey, right? And you know what the scripture says, right? What did he say? When you're presented with such temptations, you're supposed to run away from it and say, I face my chest with fear. I can handle this. I have morals. Yeah, right. Right? The scripture says, flee. Okay, so let's be guided when it comes into all of that. Let's be guided. That's really what I want to. It can be anybody. If you have a situation where your wife has been telling you like, hey, they're on you, and you're like, no worry, babies, no worry. But in your mind, you've never really tasted the consequences of losing a best friend of 20 years. So you're like, your subconscious is telling you will get away with it, right? Because you've always gotten away with it, right? So that's all you knew. But then, that's why you keep hearing, I didn't see it coming.
I never expected it.
All right? That's why you keep hearing that. So whoever collected breakfast or chopped breakfast, they are always in some form of shock.
He shock you.
Right? So they always saying things like, I didn't know it was that bad. I understand it. I understand it. I understand it. I completely understand it, at least from a mental standpoint. You didn't know it was that bad. If anybody had told you, you're supposed to assume that, hey, this thing might be worse than the way I'm perceiving it. Everybody has their own threshold for being dragged through certain mods, okay? And then, of course, if somebody has enough self-esteem, they will never cheat back as a revenge, because that's you violating yourself, essentially. It's not really a revenge. Avengers as out.
These nuts. Got him.
It's not a revenge. You're hurting yourself. You're violating yourself. Remember, we can't own people. You can't cheat on another person and call it you're cheating back. What is that? You're cheating on yourself, essentially. Remember, they're already a cheater, so it's not really a thing for them, if that's a thing at all, right? So it's bad behaviors, and they are caused by underlying reasons. They are symptoms of other issues going on. We have a tendency to focus on what the bad behaviors are. We resent them. We get stuck there, and we never go back to address why these things are happening at an emotional, mental level. We never do. It's very hard to do. Okay, because you are especially if you're on the receiving end of it. So it's hard for anybody to tell you to be sitting down there and be trying to process why did the person perform. I get it, okay? But if you're going to move forward in a way that's healthy, even if you're going to a new relationship, you will need to address this and processes at a level where you're not stuck on the rights and the wrongs of it. We all know that cheating is wrong. There's nothing special in that lesson for you. You already know, the other person already know. What else can you learn beyond the right and wrong? Thank you so much, everybody. Hopefully you've been enlightened, educated. Let's keep this happy hour shoki lobek okay. We'll be back here tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think tomorrow, if nothing crazy happens, we're gonna cover the Bolanle Ninolo stuff. We're just gonna use that to also extract some more lessons. All right. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're enlightened as we continue to follow some of these stories. Keep in mind, we are coaches here. We're marriage coaches here. The information is scrolling through the screen. If you want to rewind the video back, you can send an email. You can, we have complimentary coachings going on. So it's part of the promo that we have going on right now. Take advantage of it. I'll see you on the next one, and peace. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com.